Have you ever waited so long for something that you started to question if it would ever happen? Like everyone around you was moving forward while you stayed stuck in the same place? This is the story of Luma, a little bird with perfect wings, but trapped by invisible chains of doubt. Every sunrise brought a new chance, but also a new fear. What if she wasn't meant to fly? What if she tried and failed again? But sometimes, what feels like a delay is actually destiny preparing your moment. And Luma's moment was closer than she ever imagined. High above the trees, where the wind whispered secrets, lived a little bird named Luma. Her feathers shimmered like gold in the sunlight, but her wings had never touched the sky. Every morning, she watched other birds fly with ease while she sat quietly, wondering what was wrong with her. She wasn't weak, but something inside held her back. She longed to fly, to feel the wind carry her, but fear wrapped around her like vines. What if she fell again? What if she wasn't ready? She didn't know that life was preparing her for something far greater than flight. Luma tried again and again. She opened her wings, flapped hard, and leapt, but the wind pushed her down every time. The ground never hurt her body, but it crushed her spirit. She watched others fly freely, their joy echoing through the sky, while she stayed behind, silent. Maybe something was broken inside her. Maybe she wasn't meant to fly. The more she tried, the more she failed, and the heavier her heart became. The world around her kept moving, but she felt frozen in place. Her mind whispered cruel thoughts. You're not enough. And after each failed attempt, her courage faded a little more. She didn't know if she could try again. But deep down, hope still breathed softly. One quiet evening, as the sky turned orange and her eyes filled with tears, Luma sat alone on her branch. Her heart was tired. Just then, an old bird landed beside her. His feathers were faded, but his presence felt strong. He looked at her gently and said, "I've seen your tries. You're not failing. You're waiting." Luma blinked, confused. "Why can't I fly?" she asked. The old bird smiled. "Because not every sky is ready for your wings. Some winds must pass first. Some storms must end." She wanted to believe him, but fear still lingered. Yet something in his words stayed with her. He flew away, leaving only silence and a message that quietly echoed, "Trust your time." Days passed, then weeks. The tree changed with the season, but Luma stayed in silence. The old bird's words echoed in her heart, but so did her fear. Every morning she asked herself, "Is today the day?" But the sky stayed quiet. Her wings still longed to fly, but her courage hid behind doubt. Sometimes she dreamed of giving up, letting go of the idea that she was meant for more. But something deep inside refused to stop believing. She didn't understand the delay, but she chose to stay patient. Her patience turned into strength. While the world moved fast, she grew slow, but steady. And even without flying, she was becoming something strong. Something the sky hadn't seen yet. One morning, something felt different. The wind wasn't harsh or cold. It was calm, steady, and warm. The sky looked open. The trees stood still, and Luma's heart beat faster. A quiet voice inside whispered, "Now." She stepped toward the edge of her branch, her claws gripping tightly. Fear returned like a shadow, reminding her of every fall. But this time, she didn't run. She took a deep breath, opened her wings, and jumped. For a moment, silence. Then a lift. The wind didn't push her down. It carried her, higher, softer, free. The air wrapped around her like a promise finally kept. She wasn't falling, she was flying. And in that moment, everything changed. The weight, the pain, it had all led here. As Luma soared through the open sky, a wave of emotion flooded her. Every lonely night, every failed attempt, every tear now felt like part of a beautiful plan. The sky wasn't just a place, it was a reward. She realized she had never been broken. She had been becoming. The delay wasn't a punishment. It was preparation. She had grown stronger, braver, and more grateful. The world below looked smaller, but her heart felt bigger. She didn't just fly, she danced with the wind. Each flap of her wings was filled with joy, not fear. And in that peaceful, endless sky, she finally understood. The beauty of patience was not in waiting, it was in who she became while she waited. Luma's journey wasn't just about learning to fly. It was about discovering the strength that had always lived inside her. The world had told her to hurry, to prove herself, but life had other plans. Patience wasn't her weakness. It was her greatest power. In her silence, she grew. In her stillness, she transformed. And when the moment finally came, she rose, not because she was lucky, but because she was ready. Her story reminds us that even when nothing seems to change, something powerful is growing inside. So wait, trust, and believe, because the sky always belongs to those who refuse to give up.